I am here with interior designer Holly Gannon, and we are going to be playing Rate the Room. But first, let's talk interiors. So thank you so much for being here.
Not a problem.
How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
Good. So let's firstly touch on your background.
Yeah.
When was it that you decided to turn your passion for design into a career?
So I went to uni to study interior design. I was always really arty at school, and I wanted to do something where I could progress it into a business, potentially work for myself. And so I sort of had that idea really early on, and it developed whilst I was studying. And then I was lucky enough to sort of work in a company in London doing interior design at all different levels. From that, it sort of just snowballed really. I sort of went to design shows, went to see things, got inspired, and decided that it was a really good sort of career for me to start with.
Amazing. So let's come back to this year's interior trends.
Yeah.
What would you say are some of the key trends that you've seen in the home decor stores and in people's homes?
Well, I think in terms of high street trends, the rattan, the Australian fill, the pampas flowers, a big mix of eucalyptus and greens. It's really, really key to keep green in spaces, even if it's faux foliage, plants, things like that. It really brings a space to life. I think a trend that we see a lot of at the moment is sort of the raspberry and the blush tones, and then sort of the flip side of the coin, you've got the cool tones, so the emerald greens and the navy blues. It's a real mix, and it changes throughout the year and the seasons, and I think that's one thing that I always share with my clients. Keep your upholstery pieces simple, something classic, something you'll always like, because you can change things like cushion covers and accessories to suit the space and evolve it as your style changes.
It's so true. So your bigger pieces of furniture, you would say stick to neutrals or sort of beiges, greys, stones, and then you can mix and match your accessories with colours. And for those who are maybe designing their home, maybe they've just moved house or they're redecorating, what would you say are sort of the key things they need to invest in when designing their home?
So obviously upholstery is a really big investment, and I think one of the key things when you're purchasing something like a sofa, an armchair, an ottoman, always consider the scale of the furniture. So take a look at the space, take a look at the floor plan, masking tape it out if you have to, draw it up. So always make sure you do the prep in advance. I think I have so many clients over the years that have really wanted a massive sofa, and it won't look right.
You have to measure. We say that as well to our customers, please measure.
Yeah, and I think as well, if you are moving into somewhere like an apartment, high-rise living is really common now, especially in London. Make sure the furniture fits, so make sure you can get it in, and just make sure you're being practical as well as sort of looking at what you want the end result to be.
And what are 3 of your favourite high street stores for affordable furniture?
So H&M Home is amazing. I love H&M Home. The lights, the accessories, the overall look is really, really strong, and it's new, and they update their collection sort of every few weeks. So it's great for gifts, it's great for housewarming presents, because you can get something that feels really artisan and really unique for a really affordable price.
Yeah.
Zara Home is great for...
Love a bit of Zara Home.
It's amazing. So Zara Home is really good for those classic sort of colours, bedspreads. White Company, I love for home scents, smells. There's an online website called Amara. That's definitely something I recommend. They do next day delivery and everything. And there are some, more expensive designer pieces on there, and then they have sort of more Scandinavian and cool brands. But I always go on there to sort of see the newest home scent and sort of newest pieces, just to get an idea of what's going on out there.
There's so many great stores now for homeware, isn't there? It's just growing and growing.
Yeah.
And lastly, before we play Rate the Room, when budget is limited, and we get this question asked quite a lot, what would you say are the key things you need to invest in?
So I would say don't worry about accessorising the space, and I would say not to worry about, all the details. I think people, when they know they've got a new space, they go somewhere straight away and they go, I'm going to buy this, this and this because I really want it. But I would say coffee table, headboard, sofa, armchair. They are the things that you will use day in, day out. And then obviously you can move on to dining, and you can move on to sort of styling and finishing off spaces.
Yeah.
But those key pieces, you'll be surprised how many people I come across who say, oh, I'm moving in next week, but I haven't ordered my sofa. I've got 5 bags from Home Sense, but nothing else. So
I've got loads of diffusers.
Yeah, exactly. So I say, things that you're going to use day in, day out, prioritise those. And I think if you are limited on budget, do a spreadsheet, do the maths, be smart about it.
Amazing advice, thank you. I'm going to show you 3 rooms now, and you are going to give us a bit of your tips on the interiors and the accessories. So let's go and play Rate the Room.
Amazing.
Okay, so this is room number 1. This is our Epping sofas. So this is our 2-seater, 4-seater in the colour mink, and they are both available on the Sofa Club website. So what do you think of this room? What would you rate the interiors?
I think I would give this one a 9. I think the fact that you've got the 2-seat and the 4-seat is really good. I think it allows for flexible space if you don't have a corner, or if you've got a longer or a wider room, there's more to work with, definitely. What other colours does this one come in?
This also is available in a charcoal.
Perfect. So I think the colour mix is really good. You know, if you've got a family and things like that, you might want to go slightly darker, but I think the lighter colour is really nice, and I think with the taupe palette that we've got here, it looks really good.
And what do you think of the accessories? We've gone for a coffee table book, the diffusers and the candles to bring in like the scents, and then also an accent cushion. Is that good?
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah?
So it's definitely a place to start. So cushions, I think adding a colour like a rust or an orange, like something just to give it that pop of colour, will definitely make it feel more homely and add those layers in. And then I think the chunky coffee table is a really good touch. I would add maybe some coasters onto the trays, and if you've got people around, you can just pop those out, so it's practical. And then I think books are a really nice way to show a bit of your personality, because they're really affordable. You can get them from places like Amazon or HomeSense, and you can get travel books, cookbooks, so things that show a little bit about you but still look really stylish.
Definitely. So we're going for a 9 out of 10 for this set.
9 out of 10.
Amazing. Yeah. Right, on to room number 2.
Perfect.
This is our Chinkford double corner sofa in grey chenille. So what are you thinking of this setup?
I'm going to give this one an 8, I think, because the blue is great. It's great to have a strong colour in the space. I think it's really trend-led. It's nice to see it in the accessories and sort of in the vase.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great way if you had a lovely fresh set of flowers to bring some life to the space.
Bring in the nature,
definitely, yep. And I think that it's really nice just to have that corner, this lovely fabric. It's got the two-tone to it, which is really nice. It makes it feel really cosy.
Yeah.
I think what we could do in here is definitely add a big rug just to give that really sort of cosy feel to it.
Would you go navy again in the rug, or you'd go a different colour? Sort of how many colours should you have per room?
It's not necessarily colours. I think you could have different ranges of the same colour. So if you wanted to keep it light, you could go for something that's got a fleck of light blue or beige or grey. I think it's nice to have a slight contrast, but I definitely wouldn't go full navy because I think it will feel too heavy.
Yeah.
So I would just maybe get something that's got a little bit of grey in it, a little bit of cream, and then again in the cushions just to add some contrast, just to make the grey and the navy really pop, adding a beige cushion in or something a little bit lighter, just so the space feels really full.
Amazing. So we've gone 8 out of 10 for this one.
8 out of 10.
Right, on to the last room.
Perfect.
So final room, room number 3. This is our Windsor left corner sofa. It's in a scatterback version. It does come in high back as well, and also a stone. Again, available on our Sofa Club website. So what do we think of this room?
This one's a 10. I
think. It's a 10?
It's definitely a 10.
Amazing.
I think because it's got the matching ottoman, you can make it feel really homely. It comes in left and right, so you've got the flexibility to work in any space. And I think the scatterback cushions are a really nice option because you can sort of make yourself cosy in any spot on it, which is nice. I think if I had the girls round, this would be the perfect sofa for us all to sort of chill and watch a film on.
Definitely. And what do you think of the sort of the mirrored tray? We've got the candles and then the silver coming in. Is that a good sort of added colour?
Definitely. So I think this one is the most glamorous out of the 3. I think because you've got the silver and the greys, you've got that bit of shine. I think it makes it feel really luxurious, and then you've got accessories sort of scattered around. So you've got the crystal, you've got the mirror. I think it adds a lot to the space, and I think in this room I wouldn't necessarily put anything on the walls because you've got the panelling. Yeah. So I think if you had it here and then maybe you had some glass and chrome in your dining area or something like that, I think that would be a really nice way to sort of finish off the space.
Amazing. Well, I'm very happy with the 10 at the end. We've got an 8, 9 and 10, so we can't really go wrong there.
No, definitely not.
Holly, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you.
No problem.
Thank you for giving us all your interior advice and playing Rate the Room. It's been so much fun.
No problem.
Thank you.